aspect of this work, and the work is to live consciously and attentively, to live our lives consciously and with intention and attention, is that we all know that we're going to die one day. Nobody's going to escape that fate. And men react, all people react in various ways to that, some by attempting to deny it, some by attempting to outrun it. And in this work, we are attempting to get men to face it straight on. What does it mean, and what do I need to do to prepare? I remember reading not too long ago a man talking about how he did not want to leave his life in a mess for the people that came after him. He wanted to have his affairs in order. That's a challenge. It's a challenge that I'm working on right now. It's a challenge that I think is very important, not just for the man himself, but for all the people that he's connected with. If he leaves his affairs in disorder, somebody's going to pick up that mess. It's going to make their lives more difficult at a time when they're naturally grieving anyway. And so one of the things that in the work that we do, we are attempting to take more seriously is, what do I need to do to prepare for my own death? What will my funeral look like? It's this is not about a will and about an estate. It's more about the spiritual part. What about the things that I leave behind? Who's going to know that they're there, and how are they going to know what they mean and who they're meant for? And so these are the sorts of issues that if I live consciously as a man, I need to be prepared to look at. And it's much, much easier to look at these things with support than it is to face them all by oneself. They seem intimidating and overwhelming when you wake up at 3 in the morning and you think, oh my God, what about this, what about that? But there are a number of people who are walking this path. It is not an unusual thing now. Estate planning is already a big reality, but we're not talking about money. We're talking about the necessary spiritual preparation, so that when I leave this planet, what I leave behind is not a mess for the people who come after me. In fact, they find that I've prepared for my own departure from the planet. I have given thought to how I want to be remembered, and what I want by way of a funeral, where my belongings will go. In the work that we do, we have objects that we cherish, and I want to make sure that that they are properly distributed, that the people that I want to have them have them. So this, again, all requires planning and work, and again, I go back to the words attention and intention. This work is about living our lives with intention and attentively, and that's part of preparing for the end.